Hello, this is Mike Bowers with the Ohio Small Business Development Center, here with Angelo Mandato. We
Hello.
are here today to talk about a couple of different things. In addition to, we're not going to talk about the Skyline Chili Connoisseurs Club, which we go to every month and get to see each other, but we're going to talk about the upcoming PodCamp and WordCamp and the different things that you guys have got going on there. I'm really looking forward to that. I know I'm already registered, so I'm looking forward to it. So, Angelo, give us a little bit of a sense for what PodCamp is and what people can expect if they want to go.
Right. Well, PodCamp is basically an unconference that was founded by Chris Brogan and Christopher Penn. They're social media experts out of the Boston area. And back in 2006, they put it together because there really wasn't a central conference for podcasters to get together and talk about podcasting. After their first event, they decided to make the branding available so anybody could host a PodCamp anywhere, and hence that's where PodCamp Ohio was formed.
Okay. So PodCamp is something that's held, all over the country. There's not really an affiliation per se, other than the fact that it's PodCamp.
Right.
And I'm sure that there's some things to it, but it's not a traveling roadshow or anything like that. It's really a localized opportunity to really get a good sense of what's going on in that space.
Correct. Yeah, it's meant to be a grassroots type of event. So each PodCamp that you go to at different parts of the country, it's organized by folks that are in that region of that part of the country.
Okay.
So like with PodCamp Arizona, it's very Arizona themed. The type of podcasts they cover and talk about are ones that are there in the region.
Okay.
And same with Ohio. The reason why I did the PodCamp Ohio was because there wasn't one anywhere in the area. So.
Now this is, how many of these have you done? This will be the second one, or have you done one before that?
This will actually be the third PodCamp Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had our first at ITT Institute on the west side of town, and then last year we did it at Ohio State.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit more about this year, and specifically, one, kind of where it is,
Yeah.
when it is, things like that, how people can find more information about it. But what people can expect, at the event.
Well, the one where it's being held on June 19th this year, 2010, at the Ohio State University at Mendenhall Laboratory. And we'll have registration open, I believe, at 8:30 to 9, and then we'll probably get things started about 9 and 9:30. The website will have the exact times. And the website is podcampohio.com.
Okay. So people can go there if they want to register, and there's no cost to go, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a free event.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be there. I've already registered. I think I registered right off the bat for the opportunity to go check it out. So the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about, you mentioned Chris Brogan, kind of kicked off the process with that, and we actually met last year at the Ohio Growth Summit when Chris was here.
Right.
And that's what really kind of clicked to me. That's where I first really got some exposure to what PodCamp was. And the Ohio Growth Summit's this year. It's June 9th, so it's about a week before PodCamp.
Right.
You were there last year. Kind of give me some of your reflections of the summit and what you got out of it. What do you think people might gain from that?
Right. Well, I think the summit is definitely targeted towards people that are very serious, especially with technology and new media and everything that's going on with the web. So when I arrived, I always go to any kind of conference with a notepad, and I left with the thing full of notes.
Great.
So it was actually great to go. And on top of that, of course, was going to see Chris Brogan at the end, because he did the keynote. His keynote was very inspirational. As actually the only one I didn't really write any notes down on,
right.
But I got out pumped after hearing him talk.
Good, good.
So I'm just excited to see how this year's summit comes together.
Yeah. Well, this year's summit, like you said, it should be the same kind of motivation the small businesses should get out of that. Great speakers, great content. This year's keynote speaker will be Carrie Wilkerson, who does a lot of podcasting herself. She has an extensive video library of different things that she does, and does a lot of stuff live and does some tape stuff. So definitely somebody that's very experienced in that kind of space too. So should be very, very interesting, and we are very happy at the Ohio Growth Summit to be partnering and supporting PodCamp Ohio. And Angelo, we really appreciate you coming this year, or coming down here today to do this, and we look forward to seeing you at the Ohio Growth Summit, and also seeing you this year at PodCamp Ohio.
Great.
So with that, this is Mike Bowers, and don't forget to stay focused on OhioGrowthSummit.com. You're going to find all kinds of great information on this year's summit. And this year's summit is held on June 9th here at Columbus State Community College in the Center for Workforce Development. We look forward to seeing you there.